What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and welcome to part 2 of the GC with flinch spamming. If you want to see a bigger breakdown of the team, go check out part 1 on my channel, but the general idea, Moltres flinches, Arcanine flinches, Urshifu gets a lot of flinches when it has King's Rock, which is super evil, and we have Nuzzle and Thunder Wave on this team to paralyze the opponents, to slow them down, make them even less likely to move. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, Walking Wake, Archaludon, Urshifu, and a Tornadus. Something tells me there's a Rain Dance somewhere on that team. I guess that might not be Water Urshifu. They don't have a Dark type on that team. Could be Dark. They also have Fluttermane and Ogerpon Flame Mode. Can't wait for Champions when you can see what type Urshifu is. Alright. They've got a lot of speed control, in that they could have Booster on 2 of their Mons, but not both. And they have Tornadus. I think Raichu isn't bad. There's a lot of Mons vulnerable to Fake Out on their team. So it could be Moltres, Raichu, Sinistra. But is it Arcanine? I don't know. Arcanine's really only good against Fluttermane, Fire Pond, Tornadus. There's gonna be a water type giving me a problem. I could have my Urshifu, but then I'm pretty weak to their Tornadus, I guess. And their Fire Pond. I guess I need Arcanine to cover for Fire Pond. Because they're not necessarily a rain team. They could be a sun team. That could be Sunny Day, Tornadus, no rain at all. Power Herb Arch. Good trainer card. Fluttermane and Walking Wake take advantage of the sun. Torn Arch. Well, I actually love to see that. You cannot Electro Shot in this position unless you're Stalwart, which I really doubt you would be. I'm gonna go Nuzzle the Arch and set up a nasty plot. Is it better to Fake Out? I'll Fake Out the Arch and set up a nasty plot. We're seeing a Tera turn 1. It's Tornadus though. Probably Ghost. Steel. Steel. Worried about offensive Raichu? Okay. Yeah, I guess in a GC, you don't really know what Raichu's about. I don't have a powerful electric move. There's Stamina Arch. Okay, so we don't have to worry about them avoiding Lightning Rod. That's good to know. We're not Covert Cloak on the Arch either. Would you double Raichu in this position? I doubt it. But also Arch, Stamina Arch would usually be around 110-ish speed. We may or may not be faster if we Nuzzle it. But also it's not that big of a threat offensively. I'm gonna go for the Nuzzle into Arch and just click Fiery Wrath. I'm not gonna bother protecting Moltres. Go for the Electro Shot. That's body press. That's fine. Here, have a Nuzzle. We might be faster than their Arch now, but they are getting a lot more stamina boosts. But we're also going to do a ton of damage. I mean, I guess they're probably Assault Vest. Yeah. +1 and +3. +3 is 2.5 damage versus 1.5 damage, so they won't do double. Should be able to live a double up here. I'm gonna go Knockoff into Arch to get rid of their... does Poison help me or hurt me? I could see myself needing Ghost later. I'm gonna go Knockoff Arch, not Tera. Fiery Wrath. We'll trigger our berry here. Raichu speed drop, but not Moltres speed drop, could mess us up. Unless we're actually, because Raichu gonna be slower. No, Raichu's still faster. Okay, that's actually good. They get another stamina, but they lose their assault vest. And we are faster. Good. Goodbye. Perfect job, Raichu. They couldn't Electro Shot. We got rid of their assault vest. We slowed them down enough. Haven't used Encore yet in this batch, but Raichu has one more tool up its sleeve. Maybe I get Raichu off the field, stall out Tailwind, stall out Rain. Depends on who they bring in. Ogerpon is good to see. Urshifu is bad to see. Last turn of Tailwind. I kind of need to just go to Sinistra, eat the hits, and click Fiery Wrath. I guess Air Slash into Ogerpon would be reasonable too. Yeah, I'm gonna click Air Slash into Ogerpon. Because if I can get rid of Ogerpon, things will get a lot easier. But Urshifu in the rain does a ton of damage, so... They actually Ivy Cudgel that swap, wow. Surging Strikes, I don't think that's enough. 128, down to 70? No, we'll live. Beautiful, beautiful. Connect this Air Slash and it's game, set, match. Boom, boom, boom. Bye, Ogerpon. Now, if you attack our Sinistra, you're going to take a bunch of Rocky Helmet Chip. And then Matcha Gotcha. And Moltres can attack you. If you finish off Moltres, good for you. Yep, you take out Moltres. Good job. They're not choiced, at least. That can help them. But as soon as Matcha Gotcha hits, it's kind of over. Yeah, there we go. 1 HP? Sash? Or just happens to be 1 HP? Just happens to be 1 HP. Alright, Raichu, come on in. Quick Matcha Gotcha, but we're actually going to finish off the game with Nuzzle. Ooh, we get to click Encore! They clicked Attack so we can click Encore! I'm not really sure how that would help us. I'm not sure what move they could possibly have to get out of this situation, but whatever it is, they can't click it. And they get the double detect. I did not have to do that. I just wanted to click all of Raichu's moves. There was no reason to do that. This game was over either way. I mean, I get... They're never going to be able to hit Sinistra as long as they only have contact moves, because I have Rocky Helmet. And battle's canceled now. Aw, didn't let Raichu do the win. Good game. Thank you for having a trainer card. Trick Room. Incin, Amoonguss, Porygon 2, Tornadus, Urshifu, and Bear. So, I mean, I go Flutter main, and I taunt somebody. And start flinching with Moltres. It's really what I gotta do. I need Sinistra because they have Urshifu. And then finally, is my Arcanine or my Urshifu better? If they get Trick Room up, I don't have much for Spore. Well, I have Grass Tera Flutter. I have Taunt Flutter. I have a Grass type. It's really Arcanine Urshifu. It's not going to be Raichu in this one. I think it's Arcanine because Arcanine can intimidate their bear. One of their bears. I mean, also the other one, but not for the purposes of Surging Strikes. Or Wicked Blow. They could be the dark one. Yeah, plus we have super effective hits into Torn, into Urshifu, into Amoonguss. I guess our Urshifu hits a lot of their team super effective too, but it's really weak to potential Rocky Helmet on Amoonguss. Whereas Arcanine doesn't really care about that too much. No trainer card. Okay. Not P2 Amoonguss, not P2 Amoonguss, not P2... Alright, did I want to Tera my Moltres in this game? Gives you an attack rise, which is nice. I don't need to Tera Moltres. Yeah, we can go Grass Tera Taunt Porygon too. That way we can't get Rage Powdered or Spored in that slot. And I'll Nasty Plot with my Moltres. If you go for Spore into Moltres, good call. Not sure why... That's an interesting call, at least. Grass Taunt Flutter is not super common, but it's also not the craziest thing in the world, so they could see that coming. Looks like they are going to go for a Spore or maybe a Sludge Bomb. If it's into Moltres, it's a good play, I guess. It's a good play, okay. No Trick Room for you, though. That's good. I'm gonna Thunder Wave into Amoonguss and just burn my first sleep turn. Amoonguss swaps. Is it Bear? Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay, wasted that Thunder Wave. And Ice Beam into Flutter will do something. Last turn of Taunt, they probably want to get rid of Flutter Mane. Probably go into Arcanine then. Potential for Moltres to then live Fiery Wrath. To live Facade. I can click. Then I can maybe click Fiery Wrath if I wake up. Really doubt it would be a ground move here. That would be a pretty crazy call out. Moltres does wake up. That's beautiful. Big damage to Ursaluna, too. And the Facade is into Moltres, which we live and get powered up. Ice Beam shouldn't be enough to finish Moltres either. Whoo! So close. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, if Moltres stays frozen, how can I still win this game? Do they have Earthquake? Maybe not. I should click Rock Slide. I should assume Moltres is done. I'm going to click Rock Slide to try to flinch Porygon 2 and bring in Sinistcha to try to wall the bear. They might just protect the bear to try to get Trick Room up safely here. Yeah, they do. Oh, that freeze. You got a freeze. I deserve a flinch. This flinch is way more likely than that freeze. Oh, okay. Alright. Most Arcanine are choiced, so they might not see Protect coming. I should be able to get Trick Room reversed here. That bear versus Arcanine stare down. They're both pretty scared of each other. Oh, that freeze is so bad. If I don't freeze there, basically next turn I take a KO on Porygon. Oh, it's Flying Tera Blast. Oh, it's Flying Tera Blast. No, it's Intimidated. So the Flying Tera Blast will be special. Unboosted. They got the attack boost and now they're neutral attack. Oh, it's recovered. Psh. I can live with that. Yeah, they just wanted to click Earthquake. Cool, 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 cool. Sinistcha does not really mind that. Alright. And now we go into the Rock Slide games again. Bear might want to get off the field soon though, because like it's getting worn down. We Rock Slide. Machigacha to finish off Ursaluna. But they're going to protect and set Trick Room. They could also swap Amoonguss and set Trick Room. That wouldn't be a bad play. Here comes Amoonguss. I would like to get some burns. I mean, burns wouldn't really matter, but flinch on Porygon 2 would be deserved, honestly. Porygon 2 dodges the Machigacha. That really doesn't matter. Burn on a Amoonguss could be good, though. We can just get some extra chip. Alright, we get the flinch. Beautiful. You're gonna what? You're gonna Spore Arcanine. You could get Flare Blitzed. But if you get Flare Blitzed, you get Trick Room up and the bear in safely. I could Flare Blitz a Amoonguss and try to stop their Trick Room with my own Trick Room. That's risky. Alright, we take out their Amoonguss. Please click Trick Room. Please. Please, Trick Room. You have to click Trick Room. No! Okay, KO. KO. If you KO, we're okay. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. No, 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 no. Oh, that's so bad. We took out Amoonguss. We have extreme speed for their bear. We have Moltres as a worthy sacrifice. Porygon 2 might just recover here. Protect Arcanine. Go to Moltres. Give up Moltres here. Oh, that freeze was so bad. And then I get the call wrong. On the Trick Room. Ah. If they had just attacked and not KO'd me, and I just take out a Moongus for free... Okay, they take out my Moltres. That's really good. That is perfectly cool with me. And they click Earthquake. Because that would mean they'll take a little bit more burn chip. Bringing them a little bit closer to extreme speed range. So we're going to click extreme speed. And if it KOs, it KOs, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Is there any way to stall more? I can't win this with just Arcanine, so I actually need this to KO this turn. Extreme speed. We get the KO, and Porygon 2 is definitely going to attack Sinistcha. I don't think there's anything of value we can do. If they, like, recover, then I can Life Dew. If we get the KO, that is. I don't think we do, if I'm being for real. Oh, we do! Okay. Whew. Game's not over. Quick Tera Blast. Must be in Sinistcha, right? Yeah. Not sure why they clicked Ice Beam before instead of Tera Blast. Maybe it's because now no knowledge of the speed tier. Tornadus is your last mod. Wait, that's really good for Arcanine. Really bad for Flutter Mane, though. 2 turns of Trick Room. We click Rock Slide. And Taunt or better, Taunt or Moonblast better. We're gonna get KO'd on Flutter Mane, most likely. I'll try to go for a Taunt on P2. If we can somehow live long enough. Arcanine's looking to be not in a bad position. Unless Tornadus has some weird moves. Rock Slide even moved before Torn here. Ooh, had some good damage. Bleak Wind. Okay. Click Rock Slide here. No need to protect since we're in the middle of their 2 speed stats, and Porygon 2 is going to want to recover. If Tornadus has Protect, it should click that here. Come on, Arcanine. Come on, Arcanine. You can do it, baby. I had to pivot when Moltres got frozen, but Arcanine, I believe in you. Yeah, they recover, but they don't protect Torn, which is big. So if we connect on Torn here, we got single target Rock Slides. Oh, yeah. Rock Slide, single target, might pick up Porygon from here. And if it doesn't, I mean, we can still flinch. And if they get up Trick Room, they can't click Trick Room here either. If we connect with Rock Slide and they Trick Room, we Extreme Speed them down. Yep. Let's go, Arcanine! Yes! Yes! Oh, the dog too powerful. Let's go. That's 4 KOs for Arcanine in that one. Get a trainer card and a dog. 1472 is like 100 points below me. It's Bolt Balance, kinda. Anything balanced with Bolt is Bolt Balance. Rillaboom, Incin, Water Pond, Raging Bolt, Lando Incarnate, and Urshifu. Bolt is the only thing that forces Tera on Moltres, which is good. They don't have a Flutter Mane. So I can Moltres Raichu, fake something out, get some good positioning, boost up, start smacking. And then Sinistcha Arcanine can clean up. I'm only worried about Bolt if it boosts beyond me, or they take out Raichu quickly. So like, I think this is fine. Arcanine just as a physical attacker and Intimidate. Flutter main... I don't hate. Urshifu ain't it. They got Water Pond, Rillaboom, and Raging Bolt, and their own Urshifu. Which is like a neutral matchup for Urshifu, but like, not positive, when I could bring... I mean, I guess Arcanine is a negative matchup into that. Yeah, Flutter Main's not bad here, but I need Raichu. Because, no trainer card. Because my best bet into Landorus is to bring Moltres and not Tera. Raging Bolt instant. Interesting. Do you have Electro Web? I click Nasty Plot and fake out their instant. That's my turn 1 against this team. Bolt Protect! Bolt Protect! That's so good. Unless they're like Cloak Incineroar, that is so good. They're not Cloak Incineroar. They're fast? Okay, they might have been just... You wouldn't fake out Protect, right? So are they just fast? Doesn't matter. Clicking Fiery Wrath. And Encore into Bolt. You are not allowed to do anything. Okay, they were clicking Fake Out Protect turn 1. Sure. Raging Bolt fails to protect, so they can succeed next turn. And Parting Shot? Yep. Shame I couldn't get the flinch there on Incineroar, but guess I can't be greedy. Hello, Rillaboom. Leftovers on Raging Bolt, but if they're locked into Protect right now, I'm not really worried. I'm gonna go for another Nasty Plot because I'm only at +1. And I'm gonna go for a Nuzzle at Rillaboom. Start putting some hacks on the board. Okay, Bolt does swap. I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to do that. But I guess Moltres does put on enough pressure that you need to do that. Are you gonna be clicking Fake Out when you see that I have Encore Raichu? Here, have a Nuzzle. Because I guess here you could fake out the Raichu. But I think what I want to do is Nasty Plot and go to Arcanine. Reset my fake out. Intimidate your 2 physical attackers. I've got Raichu for later. They're probably more annoyed by the Raichu than the Moltres at this moment. So I could see Raichu being a target here. They could hit it with Fake Out Woodhammer. Unless I were to, like, flinch them. They keep flinching the Moltres, okay. So they want to U-turn out. But Rillaboom can't move because it's paralyzed. Okay. Flinching time, time for you. All 2 flinch. You probably want to Parting Shot the Arcanine, but you don't know I'm Clear Amulet. I should probably boost here, honestly. It's a much better boosting position than Fiery Wrath position. Nasty Plot, Rock Slide. We'll do fine. Rillaboom swap probably into Bolt. And then they're going to try to... Oh, Landorus. That's fine. Good damage into Incin there. Could I get a flinch? They have a berry on Incin. They're going to want a Parting Shot. I just hope it's at Arcanine. Because they could reposition decently well. I guess I could always Tera my Arcanine. Tera Arcanine here if they bring in Rillaboom. Ain't bad. Only thing I can't do is risk Raichu, really. Yeah, here's Rilla. I'm at +2 on Moltres now. So why shouldn't I Fiery Wrath, Tera Ghost, Rock Slide? Yeah. I think Ghost on my Arcanine is a perfectly fine thing to do. They're gonna Tera Lando into Steel. That makes sense. Take less damage from Rock Slide if you're worried about my Arcanine attacking. Since a lot of these Arcanines are choiced. But I wasn't doing that much damage. So I guess the Fake Out is at Moltres? But also, what are you afraid of if you're gonna attack it? Yeah, you're attacking Arcanine. I guess they were calling that Tera there. Which, good play. And you get your Grass Recovery, that's important for you. Grass is gone now, though. Pretty cool. Alright, Moltres, you still have your Berry, even. Wow. Arcanine, get off the field. Fiery Wrath should be able to do a ton. And I guess my safest bet is Sinistra. Since it wouldn't be a Sludge Bomb, it could be a Grass Move or an Earth Power at the Arcanine slot. Sinistra's just a safe swap. I didn't need the healing on Moltres there. In fact, I would have triggered Berserk if I hadn't healed. Lander is gone. Rillaboom. Relatively unlikely to move here. 60% chance that it gets a move off, I think, if my math is right. It does. But it's the worst possible choice. Have some Rocky Helmet. Incineroar! Rillaboom isn't even intimidated right now. So what? I protect Moltres. Just get Sinistra off the field to Arcanine. You can call this and knock off the Arcanine. But you can't Parting Shot out, because I'm protecting and I'm Clear Amulet. You could U-turn with Rillaboom, maybe? It's probably something they want to do. Hard swapping Rillaboom. Okay. Protect Moltres from a Fake Out. Cool. That works for me. Now we can go double flinch moves. Fiery Wrath, Rock Slide. You could, what, Thunderclap my Arcanine? I'm gonna click Fiery Wrath and I'm gonna go to Raichu. Dragon Pulse into Arcanine wouldn't be the worst play, though. But then I get an uncontested Fiery Wrath at +2 into the Bolt, which is a ton of damage anyway. They Thunderclapped! They Thunderclapped the Arcanine. At least it fails instead of boosting my Raichu. They knock off Raichu. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna Encore that Bolt into Thunderclap. And Air Slash the Incineroar. I guess it's better to just Fiery Wrath. And Encore Bolt. Yeah. They swap out into Rilla. They could Protect here. Because they just want to get their Fake Out on the field. Then they can Fake Out Raichu to block the Encore. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, they're thinking of ways to come back into this game with their Raging Bolt. And honestly, I think my Moltres is set up well enough that it doesn't matter. Like, you can fake out Raichu and, what, double into it with Dragon Pulse? I did burn my Tera earlier, which I think was worth it. So it's like, I don't have Fairy Tera on Raichu available anymore. But, so. Obviously, if I can Encore Raging Bolt, I should. They're not gonna let me. So I just click Fiery Wrath and try to Encore Raging Bolt. Yeah, they fake out there, but then Fiery Wrath cleans. Yep. Bye, Bolt. And that's how you deal with Raging Bolt. Just have a Raichu. And then Incineroar, unfortunately, just clicked Encore, so even if they have some way around all of this, just click Fake Out, I mean, so I can just Encore them. They're gonna forfeit now. But couldn't have done anything even if they had some shenanigans. Get a trainer card. 1473, that's a little low for where I'm at right now. Female Indeedee, Sneasler. Torkoal, Farigiraf, Rillaboom, Fluttermane. Okay, so it's Sun Room. Yeah, Sun Room. They've got Sneasler and Fluttermane as fast modes, and they've got Farigiraf. Farigiraf Indeedee and Rillaboom is interesting. Fluttermane Moltres has to be my play. Fake Out is useless. Encore is not very useful. Thunder Wave versus Nuzzle, not big deal. It's got to be those. I don't have a... I was going to say, I don't have a Dark Tera, but like, do I need a Dark Tera? I have a Dark type, and it's not Psyspam. I mean, Farigiraf learns Expanding Force, but that's it. So I think Sinistcha Arcanine is the play. Urshifu would have problems with Sun being up. Rocky Helmet on Indeedee is really common. We can at least intimidate the Rillaboom and Sneasler with Arcanine. Got a good matchup into Rillaboom. Sneasler can live in Eruption with Arcanine. Urshifu might be able to live in Eruption. Arcanine just does it better. Definitely worried about Earth Power, though. Their chances of getting Trick Room up, very high if they go Indeedee. Plus Farigiraf. Cool trainer card. Farigiraf and Indeedee. Alright, they get Trick Room. Deal with it. So I go to Arcanine, and I click Fiery Wrath just to have a chance of stopping them. Guess I could taunt somebody. Guess I could Moonblast somebody. I'll Moonblast the Farigiraf. I'm gonna click Taunt into Farigiraf, because I want to punish them if they get greedy. Farigiraf Teras into normal. Now I'm gonna get the call wrong. They're gonna get greedy and Hyper Voice, but also Trick Room with the Indeedee. It's Helping Hand. Well, now we can taunt them both. They're not going to get Trick Room. Can I get the flinch, though? Does over half to Indeedee. And it's Expanding Force with Helping Hand. Fluttermane, you're pretty bulky. Yeah, you take that. Nice. It's leftovers on Indeedee. Okay. guess I need to go for Moonblast and DD plus Fiery Wrath. Can't let them get Trick Room. Farigiraf is taunted. The best way to stop them from ever getting Trick Room is to make sure DD goes down. So it's gotta be Moonblast, Fiery Wrath. Yeah. Withdraw Farigiraf is fine by me. DD's going down. Into Torkoal? Thanks. This is fine. Okay. That's actually pretty good damage. I mean, you're a Flutter Mane. And they're leftovers, they're not Psychic Seed. Flutter Mane is now on the field. It's a little scary. What are you boosting? Special attack. I'm faster. I click Thunder Wave into your Flutter Mane. I click Tera Poison, Fiery Wrath. Yeah. Uh, 180. 187 times 2/3, 124. If they're max modest, Icy Wind wouldn't be enough. So yeah, I gotta click Thunder Wave. I'm gonna Tera Poison here. There's no reason not to, really. I guess they could Icy Wind me down and then Farigiraf come in with a Psychic move later. Helping Handing the Flutter. Probably Gleam. Maybe Specs even. Here's Thunder Wave. Now I'm definitely faster with Moltres. And that gives you only a 60% chance to attack this turn. Unless you're close. There's Gleam. Good damage on Gleam, too. But we've got Arcanine now. And I'm not even going to play flinch games with this Flutter Mane. I'm going to Flare Blitz it. I know that'll KO. Should I play games? They're very clearly locked into Gleam, right? I think it might be fine to actually Rock Slide Fiery Wrath. I want to take out Torkoal too, because Earth Power. Yeah, I'm gonna click the flinch game. This is a flinch team. I'm gonna click the flinch stuff. If I lose off a billion Rock Slide misses. Okay, yeah, they swap into Farig anyway. So they were their choice for sure. Oh, Torkoal Protect. Honestly, Flare Blitz would have been fine. Huh. Rock Slide, Fiery Wrath combo probably takes Farigiraf? Not quite. Might be for the best that it doesn't, honestly. Fire Wrath do a ton. That's perfect. Because now I'm going to click Flare Blitz into Torkoal and Fiery Wrath. And those moves don't miss. Unless Bright Powder Farigiraf, I guess? Have I gotten a flinch at all this game? I don't think I have. I must not be trying hard enough. Well, they've been clicking Helping Hand with Torkoal. They got through the Paraflinch once with their Flutter and once with their Farigiraf, but they've been clicking Helping Hand the rest of the time, or getting knocked out before I can see if I get the flinch. So I really only had 2 chances. An 80% chance for them to get through and a 60% chance for them to get through. So the chances of them getting through both of those is less than half. But still, pretty high. Welcome back, Flutter Mane. Sun's still out. for one more turn. So, Flare Blitz, goodbye. And boom. Goodbye, Miss Flutter. Okay, that worked out. They didn't even go for Trick Room on turn 1. Not sure if they went for Expanding Force to try to hit Moltres, or they were confused, but good game. Alright, we're back. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you thought that was evil. But anyways, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, all that. Anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.